This is Dave Wirt with your Ag Market News Report with your week ending September 21st. This week we saw 3,789 head of cattle compared to 3,861 last week and 4,661 a year ago. Compared to last week's market, slaughter steers sold $2 to $3 higher, slaughter Holsteins sold $1 to $2 higher, and heifers sold about $1 to $3 higher. Cows sold steady to $1 lower, and bulls were steady to $1 higher. Steers high choice and prime 124.50 to 127.50. Choice was 118.50 to 121.25. Selects were 113 to 116.50. Holstein steers high choice and prime 104.50 to 107.50. Choice were 98.50 to 103.50. Selects were 87 to 94.50. Heifers high choice and prime were 120.50 to 123. Choice were 113.50 to 116.75. And selects were 105 to 110. Cows breakers 72.25 to 76.25. Boners were 68.50 to 72.50, and lean were 62.25 to 67.50. Bulls, average dressing bulls were 91.75 to 97. Feeder cattle this week, medium and large frame 3 to 500 pounders were, we really didn't have a test on those. 5 to 700 pounders are 142 to 165s. Heifers, medium and large frame 3 to 500 pounds are 132 to 140. 5 to 700 pounds are 127 to 142. And bulls, 3 to 500 pounds are at 128 to 137, and 5 to 700 pounds are 116 to 126.50. Calves this week, there was 2,979 compared to 3,132 last week and 3,209 a year ago. Compared to last week, bull calves were about steady to $5 higher, and heifers were steady to about $5 lower this week. Number one Holstein bull calves 95 to 120 pounds was 104.50 to 121.50. 80 to 90 pounds were 84 to 102. Number two's 95 to 120 pounds was 85 to 104. Lighter calves were 80 to 90. Number three's 80 to 120 pounds was 55 to 75. While number one Holstein heifers 84 to 105 pounds was $1.02 to $1.13. Number two's averaged about 50 to 70. Hogs this week, there was 1,890 compared to 1,342 last week and 1,277 a year ago. Compared to last week's sale, barrels and gilts were about $1 to $2 lower, as well as sows, they were about $1 to $2 lower. Barrels and gilts 49 to 54%, lean were 55 to 58. 45 to 49% lean were 52 to 54. 3 to 500 pound sows are 32 to 33. 5 to 700 pounds are 36.50 to 39. Graded feeder pigs this week, there was 1,211 with nothing available last week and 273 a year ago. All pigs are sold by the hundredweight. U.S. 1s and 2s, 15 to 25 pounders were 70 to 90 cents. 25 to 30 pounders were 25 to 30 cents. 30 to 40 pounders were 50 to 70 cents. 40 to 50 pounders were 40 to 80 cents. 60 to 70 pounders were 25 to 35 cents. Sheep and lambs, there was 2,144 compared to 2,265 last week and 2,330 a year ago. Compared to last week, lambs were about $5 to $10 higher and sheep sold steady. Choice lambs 40 to 60 pounders are 124 to 130. 60 to 80 pounders are 122 to 137. 80 to 110 pounds were 96 to 112. Good ewes 100 to 150 pounders were 70 to 96. 160 to 200 pounders were 69 to 74. Goats this week, there was 2,013 compared to 2,153 last week and 2,695 a year ago. Compared to last week, kids were about $10 to $20 higher. Nannies and billies were steady to $5 higher. Goats are sold by the head with weights estimated. Selection 1 kids 40 to 60 pounders were $92 to $128. 60 to 80 pounders were $130 to $157. 80 to 100 pounders were $140 to $158. Selection 2's 40 to 60 pounders were $68 to $82. 60 to 80 pounders were $116 to $140. 80 100 pounders were $110 to $116. Billies or nannies, selection 1's 80 to 130 pounders were $128 to $137. 130 to 180 pounders were $117 to $140. Selection 2's 80 to 130 pounders were $84 to $114. Selection 1 billies 100 to 150 pounders were $147 to $172. 150 to 250 pounders were $157 to $200. Selection 2 billies 100 to 150 pounders were $120 to $148. Selection 1 weathers 100 to 150 pounders were running $200 to $267. This is Dave Wirt for Ag Market News. Have a good week.